Imagine waking up every morning feeling unstoppable, believing in yourself, knowing that no obstacle can hold you back. Now imagine the opposite, waking up to a voice in your head that says, you're not good enough, you'll never make it, or what if you fail? That voice, that's negative self-talk. And it's the number one thing holding you back from reaching your full potential. The truth is, the way you speak to yourself shapes your reality. It influences your confidence, your actions, and ultimately your success. But here's the good news. You have the power to rewire your mind, silence self-doubt, and replace those limiting beliefs with unstoppable confidence. Today we're going to break down exactly how to do that, because the moment you take control of your inner dialogue, you take control of your future. Are you ready to change the conversation in your mind? Let's begin. Your thoughts shape your reality. Every single day you are engaged in a conversation with yourself. Whether you realize it or not, your inner dialogue is constantly shaping your emotions, your decisions, and ultimately your destiny. The words you repeat in your mind influence how you see yourself and how you show up in the world. If your self-talk is filled with negativity, doubt, and limitations, your reality will reflect that. But if you intentionally shift your thoughts toward empowerment, strength, and possibility, everything in your life will start to transform. Think about this. Have you ever met someone who seems to have everything going for them, talent, intelligence, and opportunity, but they never seem to reach their full potential? On the other hand, have you seen people with fewer resources, fewer advantages, yet they thrive and achieve incredible success? The difference isn't luck or circumstance, it's mindset. The way they speak to themselves determines whether they rise or remain stuck. Negative self-talk is like planting weeds in the garden of your mind. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, or I always fail, you are reinforcing those beliefs. And beliefs, when repeated enough, turn into reality. Your mind begins to look for proof that these statements are true, and before you know it, your actions align with them. You hesitate to take risks. You doubt your abilities. You settle for less than you deserve. But here's the good news. Just as you can plant weeds, you can also plant powerful, positive thoughts. If you consciously choose to say, I am capable, I am resilient, and I am worthy, your mind will start looking for proof of these truths. Over time, these thoughts become deeply rooted beliefs, and your actions will reflect them. Science backs this up. Studies in neuroscience show that our brains are incredibly adaptable, a concept known as neuroplasticity. This means that the more you repeat a thought, positive or negative, the stronger the neural pathway associated with that thought becomes. The stronger it gets, the more natural it feels, and eventually it becomes your automatic response. That's why breaking free from negative self-talk isn't just about motivation. It's about rewiring your brain to work in your favor. So how do you start? Begin by becoming aware of your self-talk. Pay attention to the words you use when you talk to yourself. Would you say these things to a close friend? If the answer is no, then it's time to change the script. Replace negative thoughts with empowering ones. Every time you catch yourself thinking, I can't do this, immediately shift it to, I am learning and growing every day. Your thoughts are the foundation of your reality. If you want to change your life, start by changing your self-talk. The moment you take control of the words you say to yourself, you take control of your future. Rewire your mind with empowering beliefs. Your mind is like a powerful computer, and the thoughts you repeat are the programs it runs on. If your mind has been programmed with limiting beliefs, it will continue to produce limiting results. But here's the incredible truth. You have the ability to rewrite those beliefs and create a mindset that supports your success. Negative self-talk is not just random. It comes from deep-seated beliefs formed over time. Maybe someone told you as a child that you weren't smart enough, strong enough, or talented enough. Maybe past failures convinced you that success is out of reach. The problem is, these beliefs often operate in the background of your mind, quietly dictating your choices and behaviors without you even realizing it. But just because you've believed something for years doesn't make it true. Ask yourself, who put those beliefs in your mind? Where did they come from? And more importantly, are they helping you or holding you back? Successful people aren't free from self-doubt, but they refuse to let limiting beliefs control them. They take charge of their inner dialogue and replace weak, self-defeating thoughts with strong, empowering ones. They don't say, I can't do this. Instead, they say, I am more than capable. They don't dwell on past failures. They learn from them and move forward. So how do you start rewiring your mind? The first step is awareness. Pay close attention to the way you talk to yourself. When you catch yourself thinking, I'm not good enough, stop and challenge that thought. Ask yourself, is this really true, or is it just something I've told myself for years? More often than not, you'll realize that these negative thoughts have no real foundation. They are just old stories you've been repeating. The next step is replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. This isn't about simply thinking positive, it's about creating new mental patterns that support your growth. Every time you catch a negative thought, immediately replace it with a powerful alternative. Instead of saying, I always fail, say, every failure is a lesson that makes me stronger. Instead of thinking, I'm not good at this, say, I'm improving every day. It may feel unnatural at first, but with repetition, these new beliefs become your reality. The final step is reinforcement. Surround yourself with words, images, and people that reinforce your new mindset. Write down affirmations and read them daily. Listen to motivational messages. Spend time with people who uplift and encourage you. The more you immerse yourself in empowering beliefs, the faster they become second nature. Remember this. Your mind believes what you tell it most often. If you repeat limitations, you will live within them. But if you feed your mind with strength, confidence, and possibility, your life will start to reflect that. You are in control of your beliefs, and by choosing them wisely, you are choosing the life you want to create. Use the power of physiology and language. Your mind and body are deeply connected, and the way you move, breathe, and speak directly influences how you think and feel. If you want to break free from negative self-talk, you must learn to control your physiology and language. Because these two factors have the power to shift your mindset instantly. Think about a time when you felt completely discouraged. How was your posture? Were your shoulders slumped? Was your breathing shallow? Were your thoughts filled with negativity? Now, think about a moment when you felt confident and unstoppable. Did you stand taller, breathe deeper, speak with more certainty? The difference wasn't just in your thoughts. It was in your body and language. Science has proven that your posture and movement influence your emotions. If you slouch, avoid eye contact, and take slow, hesitant steps, your brain interprets this as a sign of weakness. But if you stand tall, with your chest up, shoulders back, and head high, you send a completely different message to your mind, one of confidence and strength. This is why high achievers master their physiology. When they face challenges, they don't shrink back, they move forward with power. They breathe deeply, they walk with certainty, they train their body to reflect the mindset they want to have. And here's the key. Even if you don't feel confident at first, acting confident will create the feeling of confidence. But physiology alone isn't enough. You must also master your language. The words you use shape your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your reality. Negative self-talk often disguises itself in subtle ways, saying things like, "I always mess up," or "I'm just not good at this," may seem harmless, but these words reinforce limiting beliefs that keep you stuck. To change your mindset, you must upgrade your language. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I am figuring this out." Instead of saying, "I always fail," say, "Every failure is a stepping stone to my success." Instead of saying, "I'm not confident," say, "I am becoming more confident every day." Words are powerful. When you change the way you speak to yourself, you change the way you see yourself. And when you combine empowering language with strong physiology, you create a new standard for how you show up in the world. So next time you catch yourself falling into negative self-talk, take action immediately. Stand tall, breathe deeply, change your language. Move with confidence. You are in control of your mind. And when you take charge of your physiology and words, you take charge of your destiny. Break the pattern and take immediate action. Negative self-talk isn't just a habit, it's a pattern. And like any pattern, it can be broken. If you've ever found yourself caught in a spiral of self-doubt, overthinking, and hesitation, it's because your brain has been trained to react that way. But here's the good news. You have the power to interrupt this cycle and create a new one. Think about it. Every time you engage in negative self-talk, you're reinforcing neural pathways that make those thoughts automatic. It's like carving a deep groove in a road. The more you drive down that path, the easier it is to stay stuck in it. But the moment you break that pattern, you disrupt the cycle and create space for a new, empowering way of thinking. So how do you break the pattern of negative self-talk? By taking immediate action. Interrupt the thought immediately. The moment you catch yourself thinking something negative, stop it in its tracks. Do something completely unexpected. Clap your hands, snap your fingers, or even say "stop" out loud. This might seem small, but it's powerful. Your brain is conditioned to follow patterns, and by physically interrupting the process, you weaken its hold on you. If saying "stop" feels unnatural, try replacing the thought with a question. Instead of letting a negative thought linger, ask yourself, is this thought serving me? Would I talk to my best friend this way? What is a more empowering way to look at this? Questions shift your focus from the problem to the solution. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, your brain starts searching for new perspectives. Change your environment. Have you ever noticed how negativity thrives in certain environments? Maybe you're sitting alone, overthinking, or stuck in the same routine. The quickest way to shift your mindset is to change your surrounding. Stand up and go for a walk. Movement changes your state instantly. Play uplifting music. Music has the power to shift emotions within seconds. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Energy is contagious. Being around positive individuals helps rewire your thinking. By making a small change in your environment, you signal to your brain that it's time to shift gears. You no longer stay trapped in the cycle, you actively take control of it. Take bold, decisive action. One of the biggest dangers of negative self-talk is that it leads to paralysis. You get stuck in fear, doubt, and hesitation. The antidote? Massive action. When you take action, you send a powerful message to your brain, I am in control. Even small steps create momentum. If self-doubt tells you You're not ready. Take action anyway. If fear whispers, you're going to fail, prove it wrong by moving forward. Here's the truth. Confidence is built through action, not thought. You don't think your way into confidence. You act your way into it. If you're scared to speak up, speak anyway. If you're afraid to take the next step, take it now. If your mind says, I can't, respond by doing exactly what it says you can. Every time you act despite negative thoughts, you weaken their power. You show your brain that fear is an illusion and that you are bigger than your doubts. Replace fear with empowering habits. Breaking a pattern isn't just about stopping negative self-talk. It's about replacing it with habits that strengthen your mind. Here are a few daily practices to condition your brain for success. Morning empowerment rituals. Start your day with powerful affirmations, visualization, and gratitude. The first thoughts of your day set the tone for everything that follows. Daily challenges. Do something every day that pushes you out of your comfort zone. The more you challenge yourself, the more you train your brain to see obstacles as opportunities. Journaling for mental clarity. Write down your thoughts and actively reframe any negative ones. Seeing them on paper helps you detach from them and take control of your narrative. Feed your mind with strength. Read books, listen to podcasts, and consume content that reinforces a strong mindset. Your mind becomes what you feed it. Practice gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's possible. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This small habit rewires your brain for positivity. Decide who you want to be and become that person now. At the core of overcoming negative self-talk is one simple truth. You must decide who you are. Are you someone who lets fear control you? Or are you someone who takes action despite fear? Are you someone who listens to self-doubt? Or are you someone who creates their own reality? Are you someone who plays small? Or are you someone who steps into their full potential? Decide right now that you are someone who speaks to themselves with power, confidence, and certainty. Decide that your old patterns no longer define you. Decide that your future is bigger than your past. And most importantly, act like that person today. Because the moment you break the cycle of negative self-talk, the moment you take control of your mind, you take control of your entire life. Reprogram your mind for lasting change. Overcoming negative self-talk is not just about stopping harmful thoughts. It's about rewiring your mind so that positivity, confidence, and resilience become your new default. This isn't a one-time fix. It's a continuous process of training your brain to work for you instead of against you. Just like a muscle, your mind grows stronger with repetition and conditioning. The reason negative self-talk feels so natural is because it has been reinforced over time. Every time you say, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or I always mess up, your brain builds stronger neural pathways that make those thoughts automatic. But here's the key. Neural pathways can be rewired. You can teach your mind new patterns of thinking that support your success rather than sabotage it. So how do you reprogram your mind for lasting change? By consistently feeding it with empowering beliefs, thoughts, and actions. Flood your mind with positive inputs. Your brain is like a sponge. It absorbs whatever you expose it to. If you constantly consume negativity, whether through media, toxic relationships, or self-doubt, your mind will reflect that. But if you make a conscious effort to flood your brain with empowering inputs, you'll start to think, feel, and act differently. Here's how you can do this daily. Listen to powerful motivational content every morning. The first 30 minutes of your day set the tone for your mindset. Start with something that empowers you. Surround yourself with people who elevate you. Energy is contagious. Be around those who inspire and uplift you, not those who drag you down. Read books that strengthen your mind. Knowledge is power, and the more you learn about growth, resilience, and success, the more you condition your mind for greatness. Speak powerful affirmations out loud. Your brain believes what you tell it repeatedly. Instead of letting negative self-talk dictate your mindset, override it with statements like, I am strong, capable, and unstoppable. I control my thoughts and emotions. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Your mind can't tell the difference between reality and what you consistently affirm. So feed it empowering beliefs until they become your truth. Condition your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is responsible for 95% of your daily thoughts, actions, and behaviors. If you want to truly overcome negative self-talk, you must recondition your subconscious programming. This is where the power of visualization and repetition comes in. Visualize the person you want to be. Every day, take a few minutes to imagine yourself living with confidence, success, and strength. Feel it as if it's already real. Your subconscious mind responds to images and emotions more than words. So make this practice a daily habit. Repeat empowering beliefs consistently. Just like going to the gym builds muscle, repeating positive beliefs strengthens your mental programming. Say them when you wake up, before bed, and anytime negativity tries to creep in. Use pattern interrupts to stop negative thinking instantly. If you catch yourself saying, I'm not good enough, snap your fingers, take a deep breath, and replace it with a positive statement. The more you do this, the less power negative self-talk will have over you. Take control of your self-identity. The way you see yourself determines everything. If deep down you believe you're not worthy of success, your actions will reflect that belief. But if you decide right now that you are someone who is capable, strong, and worthy, your mind will align with that identity. Ask yourself, who do I want to be? Do you want to be someone who lets negative thoughts control them? Or do you want to be someone who rises above them and takes charge of their destiny? Decide now that your past self-talk does not define you. You are not the same person you were yesterday. You are stronger, wiser, and more in control of your mind than ever before. Reinforce your new mindset with action. Your thoughts create emotions. Your emotions create actions. And your actions create results. If you want to lock in your new mindset, you must back it up with consistent action. Act as if you already are the confident, successful version of yourself. Walk with confidence, speak with certainty. Take bold action even when fear tries to hold you back. Prove your negative self-talk wrong. Every time you accomplish something you once thought was impossible, you weaken your old limiting beliefs. Track your progress. Keep a success journal where you write down every win, big or small. This builds undeniable proof that you are growing stronger every day. Commit to a lifetime of growth. Overcoming negative self-talk isn't a one-time event. It's a lifelong commitment to personal growth. There will still be moments of doubt, but the difference is that now you know how to take control. Every day you have a choice. Give in to old patterns or reinforce new ones. Choose the path that leads to strength, confidence, and success. Because the truth is, your mind is your greatest tool. When you master it, you master your life.